My guy Sal B, what's the deal?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Pretty smooth, man. I'm glad we can get this interview done, man. I've been seeing you working.
Likewise, likewise. I appreciate that.
For sure. So this your first time on the timeline, so just let the people know where you from and what was your childhood like growing up.
For sure. So I'm from Detroit. I lived there till I was about like 11 or 12. I was on like 7 Mile in Biltmore. Pops moved us from there to the burbs. Second half of my life grew up in Southfield.
It
Went
wasn't
to
too far away, still
yeah,
around.
yeah, still around. I went to high school there from when I was still in Detroit. I went to this like private school on like East Side Nevada.
Mm.
So just over there, I was in the choir and shit. Like, music really been like instilled in me from a young age. So, I grew up over there, had both parents. Like, just really like we ain't have it the best, but like I ain't. It wasn't like I'm not trying to fake no image. I feel like a lot of people be on that doing that. Now, especially from Detroit. Like, I'm just who I am. Like,
Yeah, no, and I feel like you can tell that from your music. Like it's
yeah,
not really trying to portray nothing too extra. It's
yeah,
kind of just life. You know what I'm saying? I
facts,
feel like that's why the people who relate to it.
facts.
So when you say like you always grew up around music, like what made you want to get in the choir? Cause that's like a lot. That's way different from rapping.
Yeah, so like my grandma, she could always sing. My mom, she was a singer. I grew up in the church, really. Like,
Mm.
my pops a reverend, both my granddads, rest in peace to them. They was deacons. So like,
So you was really in the
yeah,
church.
I was in the church like singing. Like, I was up there singing in the church choir. Then when I was in middle school, I was in a school choir, just singing. So like that's why I feel like I get my melodic side in my music because there's a lot of melodies in my music.
Mm.
But with this specific project, the Still Growing joint, I wanted to really show that I can rap because I feel like it's a lot of people saying they rappers, but they not really rapping about nothing. So I
Mm.
just really wanted to showcase that on this tape specifically.
I feel that because the first time I really heard you was on one of Richie Ray's tapes,
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my brother.
and he that's like somebody I'll be telling like when people. Cause a lot of people come to me and they ask for like different stuff. Like send me somebody from the underground who really be
Yeah.
rapping for real. And he one of the people that I send
Uh-huh.
sometimes when they ask that. So
Yeah, Ray
like
going crazy.
when I heard you rapping with him, I knew like what kind of vibes you was on.
Yeah. And even on Ray joint, I wasn't even rapping. Like,
Mm.
I was like, let me just do the hook for you, dog. Like, got the hook knocked out. I was like, man, I don't even need no verse on this. Like, I'm also like, I know how to make music. Like, I know how to structure the music to how it needs to be. Like, when I heard it, I'm like, bro, I don't even need no verse on this. Like, this is you. Like, I'm just do the hook. Just do your thing on it, man.
Mm.
Yeah,
And then with so you would say you really into it for the art.
yeah, for sure. I respect the art. I respect all those that came before. Like, I'm really a music head. Like,
Mm.
I love music. Like, I said it before, people might have heard, but I feel like music is like the universal language. Like, it's barriers. Like, it's people speaking Spanish, Chinese, we speaking English, but like, if I hear like a Hispanic song or something, like, and it sound good, like, I can low key feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a universal language. So that's why I put so much into the art. Like, I just really, you gotta respect it, man.
Is there who do you feel like is one of your like biggest musical influences?
Probably say, I probably say Kanye, Kanye West, Drake,
Okay.
Cole. Like, really the greats for real. Nas, shit, Michael Jackson. Like, really, like, the ones who really are the greats. Like, those are the ones who I study. Like, I'm looking at, like, those are the heights I want to reach. Like, I'm not, like, I'm thinking big. Like, that's just what I'm on.
With you studying, because them like the biggest names. With you
Facts.
studying them, what do you feel like makes the difference between like somebody who's really good at what they do, and then that next level, like the people that's really the top of their craft?
Um, I feel like just intention. You gotta really set the intention of what you want to do. You gotta set goals for yourself with music, within music. You gotta live life. I feel like they really just, like I said, they set the intention. You can't just go in the studio not knowing what you want to do and just like winging it. You gotta really write it out, do it. Like it's multiple different processes to how people make music. Like, and I respect them all, but you gotta do what's best for you. But when you set that intention, sky's really the limit. Like, and you really just put your all into it. Like, it's a lot of people that just do music and they just see everybody else doing it. Like, and they just doing it because it's fun. And I can respect that too, because music is fun. Like, everybody love music, but when you really want to make music for real that other people can feel, it's a difference. And I feel like with this tape I dropped, you can hear it. Like, you can hear the difference.
So, tell me about Still Growing. How would you describe that in comparison to some of your other drops?
Mm,
Like, where do you feel like you at right now musically?
right now, I feel like, I mean, ironically, I'm still growing, but I feel like this one is like it's so much. Like, I'm prepared to put a lot of years into this music. I've already put a lot into it, but I feel like this one specifically, like, it can kind of set me apart, and you can see like where I'm going with it. Like, being from Detroit, I'm not thinking locally. Like, I'm not even thinking nationally. I'm thinking global. Like, I really want people to like feel this. So, it's Still Growing. I feel like this is just a project where I'm just letting people know, like, I'm going through life. You know, I'm only 24. I done went through some things. I done lost some people, and all that stuff. It make you who you. It done made me who I am today. So like, I've really been working hard on making those things that happen in my life, like, go into the music, so other people can feel it. Cause I feel like a lot of people, like, we really are the same at the end of the day. Like, everybody go through their own experience, but at the end of the day, like, most people can really feel real music because we all done. Everybody go through BS. Everybody go through hardships. Like, life is really like duality. So you gotta have the good and the bad, but you gotta be able to just keep going through it all. Just experience it. Just live in the moment.
From my experience with a lot of artists who like are very personal with their music, they kind of sometimes struggle with like how much should they say in the music, or
Right.
maybe they should leave this out. Do you ever had them problems?
Nah. I feel like I'm just like, I'm me through and through. Like, if you ask everybody who know me, like, they listen to my music, they be like, wow, this Sal. Like, he, like, this is Sal. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. Like, I feel like music is really like therapy. Like, I'll be in the studio and it's just like,
But it's a little more because you know your therapy usually is stay within them walls.
yeah,
So like,
that is
how do
true.
you prepare yourself to share that
That is true.
with you never know who will listen to it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Man, that's a really good question. I feel like, just, especially as of late, when I went through Still Growing, like, just kind of accepting my life as a muse. Like, I'm going through life, but it's like, this is what I'm seeing, so I can make my painting and like let other people see my painting. Like, you know, when you in the museum, you see a painting, you're just like, what do you see? Like, I know what I'm trying to convey through my music, but everybody else gonna feel something different. And I feel like that's what makes music what it is, because it's just like, it's just something for everybody to just perceive it their own way. That's just life itself. Like, everybody is going through life, they perceiving it how they perceiving it. And that's what make this experience so great.
So how would you describe your style of music?
Um, I would just describe it as I feel like now, like I told you, I grew up singing, but now I wanted to let people know I can really rap. So now at this point, describing it, I really don't like saying like sound like other people, but you gotta group yourself in a lane, especially to be able to market yourself to the right audience and everything. So now I feel like I really do group myself with the greats. Like I feel like I'm aiming to group myself with like the Coles, the Drakes, the Yays, like the music. It needs to be felt, and like at this point, I feel like I'm trying to combine the singing with the rapping and just really just immerse those two worlds into one, just to where it just can create like a beautiful sound sonically, and everybody can just feel it. Like, and I feel like I'm very. I've done it really. I just haven't released all the stuff I got, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff on the way, and people gonna be able to feel it for real, for real.
Okay. And we're still growing. Like you've been putting out music for a little minute now, but I feel like we're still growing. Like I've really been seeing you post it as much as you can, pushing it a lot.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you at a different place with how you are handling your music and like the releases and putting them out?
For sure, for sure. Like, just since this was my third project, I've dropped a lot of singles, SoundCloud joints, but this one, like, I'm just at a place in life, and I feel like I want it so bad. Like, especially being an independent musician, you gotta do everything yourself. So, like, with this tape, I got all the content together, and instead, usually when I get like videos done, I wanna drop them like right away. I wanna just do it instantly. But it's like I sat on some stuff and just let it just sit in the vault so I could release the tape. And now it's like okay, I got a video now. I'm gonna just drop another one. Got another one I'm gonna drop next week. Now I got another one. Now I got another project. I'm gonna do like a short film to the other project. Like it's really just about how you releasing your content, because really we live in like a microwave society. Everybody attention spans is like short, so you gotta really be able to capture people's attention. And if you can have a good visual, catchy hook, anything, and you capture their attention, it'll take them from that Instagram platform or TikTok or Twitter or whatever, and take them to actually listen to that music. And that's what I feel like I've done a better job at doing with this tape.
Is there was there anybody who you feel like really taught you the game when it came to you putting your music out, or it all just came from trial and error?
It really is just trial and error. Like, nobody really taught me. Like, I really was just thrown in the fire. When you say you want to do music, nobody really they're like, oh, this just another nigga trying to rap. Like, and it's just like nobody really take it serious. So for people to take you serious, you had to take yourself serious. So like, if I take myself serious and hold myself to a standard, and I live up to that standard that I want, people are gonna see that and they be like, okay, like this nigga really, he got something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like I've done now. Like, this is my third project. It's so many more projects to go, cause like I'm in this music joint for the long haul for sure. But I love it, man. I just love it. What dog saying? Paid in full. I just love the game. I love it.
How do you feel about your first song compared to the music that you make now?
That's very interesting to ask. I feel like my first song, once I got the confidence to drop that first song, like, it was no breaking that confidence, really. But now when I listen back on it, I cringe a little bit on my first song, I'm not gonna lie. But it's still some people that'll be like, that song, like, it was good. Like, they like it. And then, like, my family, I feel like they was my biggest critics. Like, when they heard me doing music, they was like, Sal, you doing music? Like, what? And they heard my first song, like, my family, you gotta have thick skin. Like they be joking, but like, you know, you just gotta have thick skin. So like, I dropped my first joint. They like, Sal, you doing music? What? Okay, they like singing the lyrics on some playful shit. But now, fast forward 3 years, I done dropped the joint now. My family calling me, they like, Sal, like, you really got one. Like, you really, like, we can hear the constant elevation in your music. And that's really what make me know I gotta keep going. Because it's just like, when people can hear the elevation, and I can hear the elevation too. But with me, I mean, I'm kind of biased since it's my music, but I hear it, and I feel like each tape, like music is kind of like a time capsule of the times. So like, I listen to that first tape, those first songs, and I can take myself back to where I was in life. So that's another reason why I feel like music is so beautiful. Like I just hear it, I'm like, okay, I remember this is what I was going through here. Now look at where I'm at now, and like, it's just constant elevation. So like, I'm excited to see where I'm at like 3 to 5 years from now. I don't even know where where I'm gonna take it for real. Like I know, but like once I'm really there, it's gonna be insane.
And I know Still Growing just dropped, but do you got any plans for what you got next? You know, music people greedy.
Yeah. um, I really got, I got an R&B joint lined up, a little EP. I was just in the studio yesterday. I'm really working on an album now. I done dropped like 3 EPs, but I really want to sit down and create an album like a great body of work. Like I want to drop this joint, and then once I'm at the place where I envision myself being years from now, people look back and they like, damn, like that nigga Sal first shit was like really a classic. Like when you listen to it, like that was one of them ones. Like that's what I'm really working towards now. I got the R&B joint, it's already done, like lined up. Like I'm gonna just wait to drop out. Probably drop it first quarter next year. But yeah. But as of now, I'm really just working on the album. Like I wanna just create a full cohesive body of work.
Okay. And if it was somebody who never heard any of your music, what's the first song you would sing to?
Damn. Um, they never heard my music.
None of it.
None of it.
Whatever you send them, gonna be the
I'll probably send them Paradigm Shift. That's off the new joint. That's what I'll probably send. I'll probably send Paradigm Shift. Either that or man, like I'm just thinking of my music, everything. Like it's just so much versatile stuff.
Well, bet I might have to link the whole. I might have to link the whole Still Growing EP right under here.
For sure, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Cause yeah, usually whatever song you pick, that's the one I link to it, and then all the people who never heard of you, that's really gonna be the first song that they heard.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the full tape, and then I feel like people then gotta like a look into like the type of artist that you are.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything you want to leave with the people before we get up out of here?
I just want to say, if you're not rocking with me yet, listen to the tape. And if you start rocking with me, don't stop, because we going to the moon with this shit, man. For real.
Let it up, man. And you can listen to his music on the Timeline Pod playlist on Apple Music or Spotify, or just hit the link in the description right here. If you're still watching this long, we appreciate you, and we catch y'all next time.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.